Hi, welcome, and assalamu alaikum, and good afternoon, good morning, or a good evening, depends upon your time zone. And thank you so much for joining another Q&A session today. Because last week we did not do a detailed Q&A, so today we'll do a Q&A on OSM, and we also discuss about a few other topics. When I saw the questions, now you started working for a niche and you have started working for a keywords. I'm happy to see the questions related to your keywords, other things, because you start working. I'm glad that. Okay, we'll take that question as well. And so we'll start straight away. There are so many questions, so we'll try to answer the best way as I can. And the day go by through, I could feel that the questions are becoming tougher and tougher. And you start working. That's one of the things which I really like it. Okay, so because most of your question is actually you start working on it based on that game. So we'll take that question and we'll move ahead. Okay, so please get settled in. I'll connect to the questions now. Okay, so once again, officially, I welcome all of you. Day 72 of our 100 Days Digital Mastery Challenge. Today is September 28th, 2020, Monday evening at 6 p.m. I'm live from Doha in Qatar. Now, today we'll start with the questions, so then we go to the niche aspect as well. Okay. So now, today, the first question is from Rafnath Farveen, India, as a social media manager. Okay. The question is cycling equipment USA, doubt. My niche is having a very high competition in USA market. I recently changed my niche and now only I looked for the competition level. How this can be sorted out? I have 18 competitors in US market. Okay, so before this is a good question. I believe it is a question you're talking more into affiliate marketing. I believe it is. Whether it also always more affiliate. So one of the things, if you are looking for a competition part in terms of keywords in terms of SEO, so you can actually change the keywords. If you can find out a good keyword on that, that's one of the way to do. Second one is, even if you have a high competition, there are few shortcuts you can do to do SEO. Once a few black hat you can do and can rank on top of that one. So one of the solution which I recommend is a syndication. This is also, you refer the SEO which we discussed, and you can do syndication and overcome the competition in terms of search engine optimization. You can. I'm just with first reaction, I'm not verifying and saying, I just saw the questions I'm taking. But in generally, if you have a tough competition, you can use this kind of a thing. Or you find out a new keyword. So you don't have to change the niche in that case, but you've already taken, if you can change the possibility of the niche, is also good. But you can overcome. So there is a method in a broad match keyword where we are using actually this method when to rank faster. There we have good competitors, but still we can rank. But little more hard work is required, little more resources required, a better strategy is required. And one other solution, quickly I'll tell you, one is you can go for a Wikipedia syndication. You can also go for blog syndication. You can also go for a YouTube syndication, and you can also overcome with this. Doing some black hat and rank on it. Okay. So as I mentioned in the meetings, black hat. Now it's if you do in a proper manner, not an issue. So you can work on that one and do it. Okay. So this is a solution immediately I could see, and if you could send us the keywords and competitors, we can analyze, and I can also help you about. We can how we can overcome that one. Okay. In case you have so much of that one, if you are OSM is not, you're completely dependent upon SEO part. You have a influencer marketing, you have a social media marketing, you have email marketing, you have a PPC campaign, and other different marketing. So you can actually look into that as well. So we don't have to worry on that aspect. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. So next question, Ms. Rafnath Farveen. I am finding it hard to find CPM affiliate program for my niche. Most of the programs are CPS. How this can be sorted out? I only find an option to add travel for cyclists as a segment, then add travel affiliate programs to counter this. But still, revenue will be very less as it is not the main one. Please suggest. So as you're aware, the major market for affiliate marketing definitely is a CPS. So When you say affiliate, most of the programmers are affiliates. Yes, CPS. Most of the affiliate programs are CPS. And then of course, we have a CPA, CPM, CPL, and you also have CPC. So CPM, not necessary only on your niche category of the CPM. Sometimes you need to go for monetization. For you can have a banner of maybe general in nature. It's not necessary you really wanted CPM to have. And if you go for a Google AdSense, you also have CPC, and the Google itself do that. You don't have a control on that. It was on your niche. Based on your website, Google AdSense works. Google decides that, not you. So it's not a big deal or not a big match according to me. And if you have a good number of CPS, do that. Then CPA, you at least 1 or 2 you should have. CPM, at least 1 or 2 you should have. And trying to do. I think CPM, general CPM, definitely you get so many. So please choose that one. Okay, so that's immediately I can think about it. And over a period of time, when you become a good website, you can also go for a sponsorship. You can also get other methods of making money. That's where it can overcome once you get a traffic. So initially, you can definitely focus on CPS. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. Maternity care products. Please explain the monetization plan. Monetization, as you know, the monetization is how you get the website generating revenue. Monetization plan can be an affiliate program. That's exactly what we're discussing about. Or you're specifically talking about getting a sponsorship of your website or getting a banners for your website. You can get a lot many good banners for a maternity care products. You can get a CPM banner, CPA banner, CPL banners. You got all kinds of banners. Even a maternity care products, even you can include a travel like a hotels as well, because so many people, those who are maternity period, who prefer to travel or to go and move to another place. The maternity period, they go to the new places in 3 to 6 months time, just pre-delivery and post delivery they spend there. For that also they'll find the places. All this has an affiliate program. So that's a best method for a monetization program. You can, apart from the Google AdSense. Apart from that, you can also have propeller ads. All these companies gives you a lot kind of an advertisements and sponsorship and keeping your website on. Okay. Now, so Mohammed Ashik, again a social media manager. Child tracking devices. Market is USA. What are the services related to child tracking? Devices niche. What are services related? Okay, child. When you look at it here as a customer avatar, you should think about it. So when we say child tracking, tracking devices means the parents, right? You are looking for a parents. So you can have a lot many things as a services, which is there are many services which people provide on a parenting, counseling. On the various on-demand videos, all the things you can actually use as a services. And same niche, you go and search in a ClickBank or a JVSU, they'll also give you various services for that. And then they'll give you the categories as well. So that's the best method. Go and find out that. Okay. Now, next question is, Aisha Jasila, can home design and modular kitchen design be services that come under the selected niche? What is the niche? I'm not sure. What is the niche? Can come home design and a modular kitchen design be services that come under the selected niche? I don't know which is the niche you're talking about. You're talking home design or a kitchen one. Okay. Whatever this, you can actually on the services part, you can have a deviation and methods. You can go for a little micro level. Thing you can add the services there. Okay, if you are taking a modular kitchen, of course, design can be part of the service. You are taking home design, still modular kitchen design. You can do that one. I believe either of the thing will be a niche. You can do the service. Answer is yes, if it is this niche. Okay. Now, Aisha Jasila from India again. Can home design and modular kitchen design be a service that comes from selected? Okay, again, continuation. I cannot find much website with commission greater than 10% for selected niche. Okay, this is a continuation of the question. Okay, so but still, I think this is a niche. Yeah, 10% is a good commission on a modular kitchen. You can go ahead. It's a fantastic commission. Please go ahead. Okay. Now the yoga problem in long tail keyword selection between 30,000 to 100,000. Few keywords are available in this range. So you are going for a niche in affiliate website, or I think long tail you will be talking affiliate. So if you are going for an affiliate website for a long tail keyword, you may be searching yoga. Definitely have a between 30,000 to 100,000. You may be searching as a country. So you search for a different country. If you're globally going 11 countries, so 11 countries you separately search for it. You get one country maybe 5,000, another country maybe 10,000, another country maybe 2,000. So when you 11 countries you compile it will be about 30,000. So you can actually do that way. I think this yoga, according to me, definitely have about 30,000 searches, because it's a good niche. So I don't know, you furthermore narrow down the I don't know, that's a keyword, but check this way. I think you will have a good number of keywords. Okay. Ms. Ashwadi VM from India. So notebooks and writing pads, what will be the downloadable / digital products related to niche? So notebooks and writing pads. So this is a very common question nowadays. Now, when you start working, that's the way you started thinking. That's one way is good. But you also should think about this way. So you don't forget about your consumer. So think about the customer who coming to your website and what are the things they will be required, right? So here is the importance of your customer avatar comes in. So what else your customer will be interested in? What else they are spending for it? And what kind of a upsell you can do? What kind of a cross-sell you can do? And what kind of an add-on you can order? What kind of a value added you can offer? Based on this thinking, you get kind of an answer for that. So your customer is interested in something, give that one. So based on your customer needs, you can search and get a rated keyword and add the downloadable products also. One option. Second option, you need to go through browse through the ClickBank and the JVSO and Warrior Plus. So you also get an idea from there. So that's the way you need to get it. So here, according to me, you should look for a lot of productivity app, because notebook and write books, productivity, people are getting organized, meetings and conferences and events and training program. So your consumer base, your customer base, you need to think about what else you can offer there. So that's the way I think previously also a similar question came in. So you need to think about your customer's point of view. I think then you get the answer for this one. Okay. Now, Ms. Moksha, from India, social media manager, gift items. Because I want to know about the products under gift item names. Okay, so if these questions, actually this Saturday, we will give you with the exact availability, flipping, and categories and the price. Many people are willing to flip it. Many people ask the questions today for a flipping. So flipping, the owner should come back to us with the price. So if we asked yesterday, and many people did not yet come back. And today, many questions come today. So when you send out an email, they're not yet responded. So we're given a time till Thursday to them to respond. Then Saturday will include. So these categories will also include in that way. Okay, so I cannot, without looking at reference, I cannot tell you. So we need to refer and do it. Okay, so to everyone, I recommend you to ask the questions in advance to reach out this aspect. Okay. Now, how do I select the right affiliate model for my niche? How do I select the right affiliate model for my niche? I'm not sure about the question. Right affiliate model. You mean talking a CPM, CPC? I'm not sure of the question. Okay, I believe I not understood. You can ask a counter question for next week. I think you'll answer. Now, whatever I understood is actually you're talking about affiliate merchants. You search in Google. The best is you need to go through entire affiliate mastery. I think it covers up how do you become an affiliate merchant. So that's what I think. Okay. How do I come up with the right customer avatar for my niche? Again, you need to this customer avatar. There is a one full day we spent on a customer avatar. Please watch that video, which is on affiliate mastery. There is a 1 week we conducted a affiliate mastery. So that's the time we come with the avatar. As we discussed earlier, also you need to think about your customer's point of view. And you need to picturize and visualize it as who will be your customer and put their age, their gender, their ethnicity, their language, and the profession, and their interests, their values, the principles. So think about that point of view, then you have to come out. It is not one-day job. I think it's, as you know, it's easy to say it on the avatar of the customers, but it's important to have a listing out. So that's where you need to come out. You need to put an effort and come out. There's no other shortcut for it. This is actually customer avatar itself is a shortcut. So there is no shortcut for shortcut. Okay. How do I find a long tail keywords with appropriate MSP for my niche? Same answer. Actually, go and search for watch that SEO. So the keyword research process, same steps you to follow, and then you can get the and long tail keywords and MSP and keyword bucket. I think you must watch that again. If you attended a webinar, you missed this point, please go and watch again. Okay, it's very explained. This step by step is explained about with the notes you can refer and you can do yourself, or you can also meet the mentors and they will help you out. Okay. Yeah. Now, next question is Mr. Danny Tajan from India. Some concern for choosing India as a marketplace for OSM. If government had make mandatory for e-commerce companies to display products, country of origin. Okay. So now, first of all, we are not a marketplace. I think you are not used as a marketplace. We are not a marketplace, first thing. Don't forget that OSM is not a marketplace. Many people misunderstand. We are a marketplace. So I'll explain to you once again why we are repeatedly saying we are not a marketplace. First of all, the USP of our company, the USP of our online shopping mall, the products and services which a store owner wanted to sell it, we source it. We take care of the inventory, we take care of the logistic, we take care of the transportation and all other aspects. So now when we offering that is, and that is when this is a huge task. So what we have done is it is there in the marketplaces, different companies, last mile companies. You can search in Google, last mile companies. Every places you have last mile companies. Every place you have a logistic arrangement you can do. Everything can be done online, and the established people, it's easy to do. And plus there is a huge thing, something called quality management. And the quality management, not only on a product, even for delivery. So if we go with a marketplace, so we need to go to a new places or some small vendors, and maybe a person who's not even familiar with online marketing, their products come and sell it on our website. So we may not be able to handle that. That's the reason when we selected one of the key performance index, which we shown you, the key metrics we have taken, basically the delivery mechanism, logistic mechanism, fulfillment mechanism is already there for that manufacturer or that products, then only we are taken to the board. So that's enough actually, instead of having so many other resources in come in place. So it's important to have that's in place. So that's the reason we are not focusing on a marketplace initial stage. And now maybe initial phase, even up to 7,000 stores, I'm not thinking about we need to go for a marketplace. When you go for a marketplace, there are so many companies already playing their role. That's not the place we come and play. We are looking for a different market, as a niche market, digitally and collectively doing, and marketing in a different way. And entrepreneurship is basically we are promoting. A digital entrepreneur is running. So we look at the India project for more on entrepreneurship. So that then the further marketing, further promotions is basically through that entrepreneur's skill, knowledge, experience, and network, and the plan and vision we have worked on it. So their circle of influence, on influencer marketing, on email marketing, on the PPC campaign, all the things we try to reach out to the market, and each store has a focus. And as I mentioned, around 10 to 20 people are working on it. So in this aspect, when you look at it, is the marketplace is not suitable in this business model. And as I agree that this marketplace is a huge business, yes, but that's not the niche we have chosen. That has a competition. So actually, when you look at online shopping model as a business model, we have chosen to do slightly different from it's a completely blue ocean strategy. This I think, okay, another question is coming in now itself. I'll tell you what's the blue ocean. So we are not starting something like a traditionally all other people are doing it. There are huge competition. There are huge number of people are already doing, and I'm sure everybody has a market. So there is a huge market. I don't say that there is no market. Huge market. As I mentioned, it's going to be $4.2 trillion. 95% of the transaction is going to be online in 20 years. That means a huge market. It's less than 4%. That means 91% of the The people is going to be online. All the products is going to be, not the people. Products is going to be online and marketing. So huge market, and everybody has the opportunity there. It's like an ocean of opportunity, as I mentioned. The ocean of opportunity, when you say it's everybody get a fish. So you have two methods to fish it. That's what exactly we discussed the blue ocean strategy last time. Now here is, we also start another marketplace, is we are becoming another red ocean. Wherever the people are already doing fishing, that's a place we are going to do fishing. So what is the problem with that place is the fishing. If you're going for a red ocean fishing, so there's an example as a red ocean and a blue ocean. So red ocean fishing, the problem is, when you go there, people, the plus point is people knows there's a fish. People are already doing fishing. People are familiar with this market and the area, and people know what kind of a fish comes there. But the drawback is too much of competition. There are so many people also fishing, and so many people also get the same fish. When you come to the market, same people are competing with you. Plus, a lot of blood is there, means already fishing is already happening, so it's there, and you need to fight to get your share. And and the price, you get reduced because a lot of demand and supply has an issue there as well. So this is a one option. This is exactly if you start another marketplace now to compete with the Flipkart, compete with Amazon, compete with the Etsy and eBay, we will be directly doing the same. That's not the thing which we are starting with OSM. So all these companies, whether eBay or Flipkart or Amazon, all these companies are marketplace, and they're allowing even a small and medium, even a large corporate to come and sell the product on their platform and do it as well. And it's, of course, it's a successful model. As I mentioned, it is an amazing model and to do. But that's not the niche we are in. We slightly change. We're saying we are not a marketplace. We work with the people who wanted to run a business, and we give a products and services. So we don't want a person to put on a marketplace. In a way, we get the product sourced directly from the large scale manufacturers or the producers. And for that, the products we are trying to bring to the market. So we are not a market. They are not putting to the marketplace. We are doing it digitally and collectively an arrangement for a product sourcing part. Hope it is very clear on that. Okay. So this is the major difference. So that's exactly the reason I keep saying we are not a marketplace. Almost on a daily basis, at least around 5 to 10 people reached me last 1 month asking about, can I put my products? Can I have a tie-up with you? And we are already selling in Amazon. Can I start a store with you? And can you give me so many things people are asking on it. But we are not doing a marketplace. So we source the product from manufacturers or Amazon sellers or all of those companies directly. And we do logistic arrangement and fulfillment centers arrangement online. And for respective countries, they have a network. And we can actually par the service of the Flipkart and Amazon, which are already offering, because the same network we use. So that's the difference. So that's the difference is actually we go with a niche and better pricing. And the thing is, so this way it is the first. So that's what I'm saying. It's not a marketplace. So India is a marketplace. We are not doing India as a marketplace, but of course India is a market. So what you meant is market. So market will be there. And when you look at India as a market, yes, as you mentioned the top 5 market, we changed China to India. It is because one of the reasons is when you look at the number of mentees which we have from India and China, we have a 99% of the mentees who will be willing to do more in India, even Indian market compared to China market. And that's the reason. Otherwise, China is a bigger market than that. And yes, India gives you good market, good numbers, and the middle class, the people who spend, can spend is also huge. And I don't know how many of you, those who are not familiar with India, we will talk about the poor light, that's only 35%. Of course, that's a huge number, but 65% of the people, when you look at, they can afford to pay average revenue per user kind of approximately around 5,000, approximately around 5,000 Indian rupees, less than around $75. We can have, so, and it into 100 billion people. So that's the more important part, right? So sorry, 100 million, 100,000, so around 1.2 billion people, right? So 1.2 billion people, and this much market is India is definitely a good market. Okay, now a government is going to make a mandatory. Maybe they make a mandatory and product country of origin. There is a possibility. So there will be a possibility of product origin if they bring to a China trade war now already happening with the US. It might happen with India. So some of the certain products may not be able to ship to India in that case. But as you know, we are not completely dependent on China market. Like any other company, China has a manufacturing place. We also have other products, and China will find a way. That's an answer for it. They'll find a way to market. Some or the other way, they will be there. But product origin, maybe around 50 to 60% of the product definitely will be from China. As you know, the world manufacturing place is actually it's a China, whether it's Apple or maybe small products, which is basically come from China. Okay, so that's exactly the answer for that. So it's maybe make it mandatory. It does not matter as long as the trade war is it's stop trading. It may not happen accordingly unless there's a huge war comes out. Okay, but still trade will continue, and both countries cannot afford to stop that because a huge market they'll be losing. Okay, so I'm more positive on that. Even they make it, still we can do marketing activities. Okay. Now, so the continuation of the question from will India-China conflict affect the product sourcing? Of course, if it is a war happens, definitely some of the product sourcing will have an issue to India, not other part. This is true for a way. It is now like you cannot do business with Iran. You cannot do business with some other countries. Same way that India also become in that part. Now it is cross-border transaction will be a problem. So it might affect. Okay. Now. But it's a certain level. But as I mentioned, it is very. When it comes to the business, both countries are conscious. I don't think so much issues will be there on it. Will the digital tax equalization levy affect e-commerce companies? Possibility is there. So it is many of the companies and many other countries, including India, they are not defining it as what exactly it is. So that's one challenge we are going to face. We will not have a right clarity at the moment how it is affecting, like a GST. It took around so many times. Even now, also many of the segments still they are not clear about it. So that evolving stage will be there. But whatever the information available to us, it will be automated. That's exactly the feature in the online shopping mall which I mentioned. It will be automated. So automated means you don't have to calculate separately because the payment is coming to the company's account. So we are more concerned on tax part than you. So everybody think a niche store is automated. If you're not paying, definitely we pay because it's money coming to the company's account, right? So nodal account belongs to the company. So we are answerable for a tax part. So definitely we takes care of that part as well. Hope you got that. Okay. Now, next question. Sridhar Menon, can you explain about niche cartel and its benefits? Yeah, so this question it might have come a couple of days ago. Day before yesterday, I explained in detail about the niche cartel. So niche cartel is basically, once again, I'll explain all of this. So many people are asking this question. In detail, you want to know, I prefer you go for a day before yesterday's webinar, which we explain in detail on. So niche cartel is basically, when you look at it, as you first of all look at the consumer point of view again. A customer is coming to an online shopping on a website. He may not be aware about the niche arrangement. For him, another e-commerce website. When he comes, you can see different shops, different products categories is there in that, right? Then on offline also, they might actually buy the products. And, like in offline also, we go later also we'll buy on it, right? So niche cartel is the reason the niche cartel is here. So the consumer comes in, he or she will pick up the various product from the shopping mall, different shops. So they're not concerned. They don't know it's owned by different people. For them, just a shopping mall website. So they don't know this is owned by the different people, right? So that's the reason. For a consumer, we don't have to tell them. We don't have to, hey, you bought books from here. You buy the pen from another shop. No, it will be one shopping cart. It's not a multiple shopping cart. It's a one shopping cart. And that's why the process happens. So he'll don't know anything. So in this process, what happens? Now, if I come to your shop and one niche category which you kept it, that niche category also will have another category of the niche. We cannot say if this niche does not have this, because it's supposed to have it usually. Just because we don't have a competition in between, we cannot tell them to go to another category and find out. Even especially to your what is that? What is the site called? Mirror site. Especially about your mirror site, you may have a multiple choice there. Okay, now you may have to how to say to pull out all the products and services. Now, so in a consumer, when they choose that way, we should not have we cannot tell them that it belongs to another owner. We cannot buy that way. No. What we did is, so now another rule is no competition. So now I'm also selling a socks, another person also selling a socks. So now we make it a niche cartel, because now my niche is a shoe, his niche is only a socks alone. So a socks alone is somebody is doing, and we are not allowing the other person to do along with the shoe. There is an upsell opportunity. He'll sell it, and it has to go from his part of the purchase itself. So we will make it as a niche cartel. So that means both niche is owned by the same person. So he is not compete each other. So like if there are so many examples. Another example I told you about the paint example. So basically, if we solve this issue of the consumer problem, consumer's problem is basically looking into one person owning. The other way we say you don't have a regularly competition and few exceptions. We no exception. We don't have exception. Everybody has a no competition benefit. So we put it like that. Some of the websites will be niche cartel. You need to start 4 or a 5 or a 2 or a 3. Depends upon the niche and the product that you have. Instead of 1 store, you do minimum 2. So that is actually, so many people are taking 10, 20 stores. So that time they can go for a niche cartel as well. So niche cartel is another lot of benefit as well, because in that entire category, you'll be able to get the benefit on it. Okay, business on it. Okay. I believe I got answers. I think if more detailed example of everything I explained yesterday, please go through and watch my webinar on yesterday. Okay. Any tips of to drive traffic immediately to our website through social media? Through social media, you need to get the traffic. You need to build an audience. There's no thing. And especially in the social media side, please do not do something an organic, and you get caught and you'll have a lot of punishment. And you need really the social media. Okay. So the thing is actually list building is a shortcut. I think as we discussed a couple of days ago, list building is a shortcut. And through list building, you can start communicating, and which eventually can connect to the social media. So maybe around 10,000 people you start doing. So out of that, maybe around 500 to 1,000 people, he'll retweet you or maybe share with, subscribe to you, all the things that. So that's what exactly I'm thinking about immediately on a traffic. But there are a few other methods which I mentioned earlier, like a YouTube syndication, and that's that we do as part of the campaign. Okay. Yeah. Next question is Ms. Kartika. While doing a social media marketing for our niche based on USA, whether Facebook or Twitter works more, and also while joining groups in Facebook, only USA-based Facebook groups could be joined. When you're doing a social media marketing for a niche based in USA for OSM, or you're doing for a global affiliate is a global. So you're not mentioned here. I assume it is looking at the question. You just start joining in the Facebook group and be an affiliate. So in this case, you can look at a global market, not necessarily only for a US market. But if you are looking for an OSM, is the part of your project, and OSM, you are going to have an OSM, then you need to work more focus on that country. Like a US, you're planning to do US-based people. Actually, you need to target and prospect, and you stand there. So they'll add you into the group, etc. What I mean. So you can do that one. Okay, I believe it's answered this question. Okay. Subjit Bajpai, regional coordinator. How do we branding with the limited source and money? Okay, this is yesterday covered actually. How we do branding. When we covered on social media and SEO, that's the easiest and cheapest method of the branding, and it was not there earlier. So that's the reason many other businesses actually has no brand. But here, when you're talking about the branding, you can limited resource with the free social media, and even SEO, you can actually make it. So even a small thing which I told you about yesterday, your logo, your fave icon, your newsletters, your look and feel of your website, your landing page, your blog, your funnel, your social media, Pinterest and YouTube, and all the profiles, look and feel, and your consumers, communication, subscriptions, and emails, etc. So continuously showing this is that gives you a brand on it. And so it's enough actually. You don't require to be a lot of money spending on a branding. Thanks to social media, you can do without that as well. I believe I answered this one. Okay. And Shiva Mashadi is a business owner. Why branding is necessary for any business? Any specific reason? Okay. Yesterday we started talking about how on the history the branding came out. So there are so many reasons you need to have a brand if you wanted to successfully run a huge level of company. Definitely branding is important. And nowadays, the people actually really make a mandatory branding aspect. It's not only strategy aspect; it's also a regulatory aspect, right? Why? Because if you started using something, yourself, and someone else copy that is, your intellectual property right, your royalty. So many things also directly or indirectly connected with the branding as well, because you need to protect your brand. Okay, that's what we discuss about it. Now, the point here is on the branding. Why branding is necessary? First of all, you need to have a good business. You need a good number of customers to come in. And customers you get in a different level, and customers have an aspiration and inspirations and motivation, and something called a positive reinforcement. All these things is important for a consumer to take a decision. And consumer to take a decision, they need to have certain loyalty. They need to have certain admiration and inspiration to promote your brand. And most of the time business are peer-to-peer. 70% of the business are peer-to-peer. A person to tell another person, that's why it happens. So now he or she need to recommend your product. He should feel a confidence by looking at your, there's a decision-making process, which we had a topic in the mentors, we did it. So in that, branding also play a major role. So your quality of the products, your services, what you stand for it, your principles and values, and the things you are trying to sell it, everything is connecting with the branding. Now, another example of branding, when you look at it, as we discussed actually yesterday, the first one, the people were burning on the animal, saying that this cow is mine, not yours. People actually do branding. That's the first from the previous brand. People come out. And the history, when you look at a lot of branding part, is that now why I'm saying it is, even in the olden days, even where WTO was not in place, World Trade Organization was not there, and even Silk Route was ruling the world, or India was ruling the world. That is 300 years ago, 45% or 25 to 45% of the product in the international market from India and China. So all these people, when they're marketing it, still they had a kind of a branding. And even into the market, even you go to a small village, even they don't have name of the shop, so there is something called someone's shop, or something the people associate. Even they're not branding themselves, the people actually a connection of that kind of a name and the perception. They perceive something called a branding part. Now, this is very important to have to understand all this. So now, especially in online field, so without you branding, without your naming, people cannot recognize you. So branding, yesterday around 10 major benefits which I speak to you. So that's if you do branding on this person. There are cases without branding it can work as well. For example, you brought an idea into the market, and you have to make an intellectual property right and branding. Even to the Google, you need to protect your brand. When you're doing AdWords, they'll ask you about that one. So it's a branding, and that say it is necessary. You cannot get away with the branding aspect. Even you say, I don't want to brand, that's a brand. You say, but the important is today, if it is online presence, you need to have a different domain name. So domain name and brand is interconnected. So you need to protect what you are going to say. So there are so many examples in people brand it and make it success. The moment it's a brand comes, yesterday I said so many examples, I don't want to repeat again. Okay. So even you look at the Greek market, there is something called a branding concept as well. And you look at all the civilization, when you look into that, even a small vendor had a kind of a branding concept there itself. So many people say it's a modern world, branding is and brand makers, and people are against brand. And a brand has a kind of a lot of promises, as we discussed. There is an emotional connect with the people has it, and some people are consciously building. Some people are may not be. Like some of the brand. I disagree with the Fair and Lovely brand. So you may disagree with some of the brand, but they are also creating a brand. Even to disagree. I'm saying I don't want to. I support a Fair and Lovely. So because that's a Fair and Lovely brand, I'm mentioning it as right. So that way, anything or a name or an identification or to this and a branding is important. And so intellectual property right is there, or you come out with a new process, you wanted to protect your IP, and then you need to have a brand as well, right? So that way it is. Now, even when you look at it, so branding perspective, even sometimes people used to have an identity, and people used to prospect that even to the people or when they are not civilized. Okay, so it's very important for to protect that. That what that even as a vegetable vendor, there's this place in a vegetable market, and you go when we have farmer go and sell it, he has a particular place to sit, and based on that, people identify. So this all are smaller element of a branding, and without branding, you will not be able to do this one. Okay, any specific region or a reason. Uh, there are so many reasons I told you about strategy part and regulatory part. Both part is a huge number of reasons are there, and you need to identify yourself and your credibility, your integrity, your the consumer coming to you, everything related to your branding, your look and feel. 84% of the people in the world is actually trust the companies by looking at the website of the company, especially online purchase I'm talking about. They trust the companies by looking at the websites. So when your website, you should have a certain idea. That's definitely have a domain name. So you put a one domain name and your logo something else. Does not make sense. It has to be matching, right? So that's why you should thinking about this and how best, what exactly you want people to think about it. That's your brand. So do that. That maybe that's the beginning part you need to start with. Okay. I believe you got an idea. I think more details yesterday covered all that points which is talking about, which is there actually. Okay. Now, next question is Mohammed Mustafa Chi, business owner. How can we know whether the selected niches are good for our targeted customers of selected country? So when you choose one product, we need to identify the customers. So when you identify the right customers, it's a good for. Otherwise, it's not good. So you need to think about the customers. So again, a customer. So selected niche and targeted customers. It has to be matching. So that's important. And you need to do a study on it. You look at the Google, look at the competitors, look at the social media, and try to find out it is how their competitors are doing, and how they are seeing about it, etc. is important part to understand. Okay. Anessa, if we want to build artificial intelligence website, what should we do? If you want to build artificial intelligence website, okay, you are referring to our website of our IDA-based website of our ADM website builder. You go to ADM website builder and choose a theme and choose a package, and you start working. And you get a 14 days of trial. You can build yourself the site. There's 3 options: do it yourself, do it with me, and do it for me. So do it yourself is basically you can do completely yourself. And all the cases you have a free trial, 14 days of a free trial. If you like it, you continue. There's no money, even your credit card not necessary to give it in advance. Okay. So you wanted to build that kind of website, go and choose the business model. You have an e-commerce site, or you're on a portfolio website, you're a corporate website, you're a landing page, or a funnel. You decide from the website what kind of a site you wanted to create. We'll choose it and start building it as a do it yourself. You do everything for yourself. So it is only cost around $14, $18 a month to run a website like that. And there's no commitment you need to do for a year or something. No. You want to try 3 months, you can try 3 months. Okay. That's the first thing. Second part is, now you want to go for a do it with me. Means certain things you don't know how to do. It is our tech team will support you to build a website along with you. and with you, as the name indicates, it's with you. Okay. So third option is you only give your details, we will bid for you. That's called do it for me. So these three options, but next two options which I spoke to you, it's quite expensive. Other one is only $14-15. So this has a lot many components on there. So that's the reason it must have a um, you know, you need to have the features to add there. Now, in addition to that, if you want to try this one, you can now itself you can do no credit card asked. You try all the options and start doing it. That easy it is. Okay. Now, Fahad Masood, how do we start our online business without investment? Which we discussed on our 50th day of our Digital Mastery program. There's a program we did, something called GAFA. I don't know how many of you seen it. If you're attended that way, please go through the options. I think as you know that 50 different opportunities, that's approximately 200 opportunities which we discussed. Majority of these opportunity was free. You don't have to do any investment. Okay. So you can look into that one to become a partner with any other. GAFA is basically Google, Amazon, and Facebook and Alibaba. So these four companies. And I think we are planning to do something like GAFAM, and Apple and Microsoft also added. We might do that one. But when you look at the GAFA itself, it's giving you many opportunities to become a business owner even without an investment. Okay. So that's one is. Second option is you be a part of a digital mastery program and you come out with the good business ideas, and you can, that you have so many tools access, people access, mentorship access, everything. So based on that, you can, you can be part of us to get an investment as well. So you can investors meet, you can do, or you attend the program which we did for investors. How do you find an investment? So the options are there. You have a angel funding, you have a government grants and private equities, or you can also have a different method you can raise a capital. So this is a way you can actually start. Now you can actually so many things which you can do without investment, like you can start a YouTube channel, you can start a blog, you can do so many things even without any investment part. Okay. Now, Ms. Asma, so I'm interested in becoming a digital entrepreneur. What should I do? The immediate part is you contact any of our consultant or mentors. They'll help you to start up whichever the way business you wanted to choose, and you can start up. Okay. With that, so from Pakistan, we promote your website. What's your advantages? We promote your website. What is your advantage in it? You promote as an affiliate marketing. Of course, we generate a lead, we generate a sales, so we get benefits. So that's the reason we'll be sharing with you the 10% on it. Okay. Now, Miss Andrea Maria from USA, I wish to book a niche bracelets and a bank. Please advise me with it as a potential market in USA. Okay. Look at the bracelets and bangles which I discussed in last time. So again, I'll show you when it's available in all the 5 markets. And the category of the products also is shown as bracelets, chain bracelets, and stud bracelet, banklets, all the things. Actually, it's a part of the things. I think I mentioned that also you'll have a high value margin. You can have a good margin to make these products. Okay. Now, next question is, I would like to own niche kids shoes. Can you tell me the categories under this niche? Okay. So I'll just show you the category, but in detail, we will show you on a Saturday. All these questions, niche, flipping available, what the price, and what are the product categories, etc., and which are the other market can I add it is, all the things we cover on Saturday. But still, for quickly answer, because this we shown in the last time, so you can have a different shoes and different products in that category. Okay, and it's also available in the top 5 market. Okay. Muhammad Fahad, niche backpacks, which are the available markets. Please guide one best market for this niche. Okay, backpacks is actually there's solo traveler or backpack travelers. Not only backpack we are talking about. In our niche, we have beyond that. That is even you're going for a work, there is a backpack. You're going for a gym, there is a backpack. And so like that, even your laptop can be on a backpack. There's a new bag that's come out for that as well. So all the thing is a part of product, and and it's, I believe it is across the globe. It's the top 5 market. Definitely, you can take that one. Okay. So you've seen that other day we shown you the product, right? To look at for women, for girls, you have that kind of a various products. Niche yoga mat is available in Indian market. Which are the market is not taken by others? Yeah, it's available in Indian market, only sold out to USA market, I guess. Okay. UK, Canada, Australia, another 25 market also available. Okay. So these are the products category, which is other shown. Okay. Yeah. And I noticed that sports accessories are sold out in India and USA. I was planning to book in this in USA. How about the flipping process? Can you explain more about it? Okay. The second, yeah. So this is what exactly I said. This is you contact us, and I think this purpose we are already talking to the people to take a sports accessories, and it's a good niche, no doubt. And flipping process is actually now we made it very simple. You talk to the in charge of a flipping, like Mr. Kaya or Ashif. You reach out to them. I think you got the numbers last time, or again we send a mail today. We already send a mail in that there is numbers are there, so you can contact them, or you send an email like info@adm.qa. You say that you would like to buy this niche, or send a voice at adm.qa. On behalf of you, we will negotiate and get the deal is done. Okay. And we charge us 20% from the seller, not from you. So you don't have, you get absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything for this one. Okay. So that's a flipping process. Now we are also going to make that is automated like our competitors. We are going to make it. You can see the website called ADM website, flipping.com. Okay. Now, niche sports accessories, I think, sports accessories, so most of the markets sold out. Actually, you can see USA, UK, Canada, and Indian markets already sold out. It's a good niche. That's maybe the reason. Okay. So, yeah. So all this category-based actually questions we will addressing on a Saturday, and I think this that's the reason we end early today, because this question, instead of I'm by heart or not looking reference, if I put it will be I might do a mistake, because it's dynamically happening now. Many people are taking the brands and the niche store on instant basis. If I say USA market is available, if it's not available, there's been a problem, right? So that's exactly the reason we will do on a Saturday with everything. And we are also going to display the niche owners, who's owning which niche. So all of us will have an idea. So Saturday, you'll have a complete idea about this part, okay? So with this, we'll end today. Today, we don't have mastermind, so as a question answer day. And tomorrow, we have a fantastic topic. I think I'll put that topic for you to show. That is okay. This tomorrow's topic is basically we are doing it as we call it as a 3I. I think we have been talking about that is so. It's basically the topic was digital marketing and 3I principle. One of the good strategies for an entire digital marketing campaign you will be using. So this will be done tomorrow, and actually, as you know, we have only 20-25 days left out now. We will be covering that all the things soon. So tomorrow we'll start with a 3I integration on digital marketing aspect. We'll be starting that is, and it's a continuous topic of 10-15 days. But unfortunately, in between we have a few other sessions coming. But all this 10 days, please do not miss it. We'll tell you on the digital marketing. Then Wednesday, Thursday, we have tools to discuss about it. But tomorrow is very, very important, and all of you are requested to attend that. Okay. So thank you so much, all of you, and I will end now. I'll see you tomorrow with a digital marketing topic. Thank you.